Hi guys. Okay, so the last time I did not introduce myself. My name is Samuel. You can refer to me as Sam or Radio Hat. Before I continue, I'm going to tell you a little background story about me and I got to be here. In Nigeria, I'm from Nigeria. I'm a research student at Queen's University, Belfast. Yes, I graduated from Lagos State University last year, February 2020. People would say, oh, you graduated last year and you are here. How is that possible? The story is that level I was already thinking of what I wanted to do after my bachelor's degree. What are the things that what piques my interest? Search piqued my interest, but in what area, in what domain? Piqued interest in artificial intelligence, especially the area of deep learning, and I channeled my energy towards that. Sure that my final year project was I did I don't forget learning applications to autonomous robotic car. So I built a small autonomous robotic car and applied deep learning to it. So 400 level, I was already thinking that, and I started checking out schools. And I emailed a lot of professors from foreign schools, US, Canada. So my focus were mainly on the US, the UK, UK, US, Canada. At 400 level, thanks to my school, seriously, forget Lagos State University, they try. Lagos State, you guys, really, I give it to you guys. So I had the liberty to apply for my transcript, student's transcript, as a 400 level. So which means I would have my academic record from 100 level to 400 level. How much at they apply for transcript? Now just 750. How many days? 3 working days. I got my transcript. On getting my transcript, I started sending it to schools. I checked out schools and I started sending in my application. Yes, I spent a lot with this. I mean, come on, I spent a whole lot applying to schools, but I didn't know some information then that I wouldn't really need money to apply to some schools. So right now, if I were to do it all over again, I would only go for schools that doesn't require me to pay application fee, because a lot of schools, they do not require that you pay application fee. 400 level, I got my recommendation letters and every other thing that I would need to apply to foreign schools, and I started sending in my applications, submitted applications, recommendation letter. My professors in school, my lecturers, oh, those guys are top notch. They wrote me near perfect recommendation letter according to their word. I started getting offers from school. So I got 2 offers from the United States, 1 offer from the United Kingdom. That's just a background story about me, and I did all this with no help. Nobody helped me, so I did it all by myself, applied all by myself. I'm just going to be talking about the general overview of applying to foreign schools from start of the application to the end. I'm focusing on the United Kingdom today. First is you apply to school, and then you would normally get a CAR statement if you're admitted. Will state everything that you would need when it comes to financial obligations and the things you have to provide. And this CAR statement is what you would use to apply for visa. If you are going to be in the country for more than 6 months, you would have to apply for a tuberculosis test, rather. This is to certify that you do not have tuberculosis. And if you do have tuberculosis, oh well, you would have to get treated maybe I think about 6 months or 1 year. Then if you're going to be studying for a technical course, or you're going to be doing research that involves technicalities, especially sciences and engineering, you would need ATA certificate. This is to certify that you would not use the outcome of your study or your knowledge for terrorism. If you would be requiring ATA certificates, TB test, so you would need all this to apply for visa. Without this, you may not get your visa. And then, of course, the financial obligation is there. You need to finance your study for the period of your stay, especially for a period of 9 months. You apply for visa and then you arrive at the United Kingdom. Yay! Today, I'm just going to be focusing on undergraduate students. Next video will be about postgraduate students. When it comes to undergraduate students, I am referring to those with OND, HND in some cases, and some with WASC certificates, that's SSC or GC or whatever. So normally you would need a proof of your qualification and grades to show that you are really qualified to be admitted in these schools. 5 credits in 1 sitting. The main question always remains that, do I require a language proficiency? Oh well, let's say Okay, so I'm going to show you the requirement for 3 schools. For Coventry University, they require for African students, especially from West Africa, to have last credit in WAEC. So this is a minimum requirement. And then for this other school, Manchester University, for Science and Engineering, you would need a C6 in WAEC or NECO in English language. And then the general requirement is that you could either use ND or HND, SSC or A levels. So, and then this other school, University of Birmingham, for University of Birmingham, they require that you have a last credit, C6 in English language. So it really depends on the school, really. It depends. So ensure you always check with the school website, or if it's not particularly stated on the school website, ensure you reach out to the school and send them a mail and ask them for the minimum requirements if they would be willing to accept your WAEC or NECO or A levels for in place of TOEFL or IELTS. You only have to show that you understand English. When I say you understand English, yes, in your WAEC, you will need it WAEC or NECO to show that, oh, you have credit in your WAEC. I get credit for my WAEC. So you will show it that, oh, I have, of course, I have at least last credit in my WAEC. Admitted, normally they are, especially sciences and engineering, they admit you into their foundation program, what they call A level. If you do not readily have A levels from Nigeria, so if you have A levels from Nigeria, it's an easy peasy thing for you. You do not need that. Some admit you directly into their bachelor's for sciences and engineering, which means you do not need A levels. So you need to show your ID document while applying. So you need your ID document. When I say ID document, now your international passport, you need your international passport. So if you don't get international passport, go relate, go apply. Passport, it shouldn't be more than 25,000 to 35,000. Okay, with the situation of things around, some cases 45,000. You know what I mean? Kind of ID documents, maybe your voter's card or your national identity card, anything just to show your date of birth and that your face, and this is you know, your ID documents, you know what I mean? But at the time of applying for visa and applying for some other things like doing TB tests, you know, getting your car statement, you would need your international passport. So listen, go get your international passport. Next thing, what do you need again? You need experience and references. So when I say experience and references, I mean they won't just take your word for it that you have experience. Oh, I did 3 months internship at one firm. They need people, you know, credible people also to attest to it that, oh yeah, he worked here for 3 months, he worked here for 2 months. You need references, maybe from your school teachers or from people you've worked with or from anybody, but not from family members, obviously. So not in most cases for the experience, but references, you may need 1 or 2. That's what we call recommendation letter. And most schools, they conduct interviews for undergrad applicants. They could easily do this over via Teams or Skype or Zoom or whatever. So yeah, get ready for an interview. The requirement could be that they could ask you to write motivation letter or something, you know, any other additional requirement. When I say motivation letter, it's just you selling yourself to them, you telling them that you are the right candidate for that school. So, and to say yourself that, me say I'm good for that, I'm good that. The next video I'm going to highlight, maybe I'm going to highlight how to apply to schools and the step-by-step processes, and I'm going to talk more on the motivation letter and the references, and then, you know, if there's going to be any entrance test or interview, I'm also going to talk about the interview for undergrad. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe somewhere there, and please share this video to as many people as possible. I will be sharing in my next video for postgraduate students as well. Please stay tuned and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.